Me? I thought Manager would be more interested in hearing about the Angels of Delusion. I recently learned a special little craft from Suna. She really likes scented candles, so I ended up making some for scenting clothes, too. So, what do you think? It's a calming scent, right? I made quite a few. I can give you some another day, Manager. Thank goodness. I was worried her phone would drop back where it was before and she'd never find it again. Judging by the look on your face, Manager, you must have known what was going to happen all along, right? As expected of a video store manager, you know this movie's plot inside and out. Still, even though you knew how the story was going to unfold, you didn't tell me. I guess you didn't want to spoil the viewing experience. Thank you.
Don't you understand? Even if your kid wasn't trapped by the hollow, there's no way he would have made it. Stop fooling yourself!
For a mother, only what she sees with her own eyes is real. Besides, my child hasn't given up believing in his mother. His heartbeat gradually calmed down. He knew I would definitely find him.
Thanks for your concern, Manager. I'm feeling much better now. Even when the child's chances of survival were slim, the mother kept knocking again and again at fate's door. In her persistent questioning, even the hollow itself finally revealed a merciful side. Rather than calling it bravery, I'd say everything she did was almost instinctive. Before her mind could even catch up, her body had already made the choice. I totally get it. That feeling when you'd risk everything to protect someone. If anything were to happen to the girls of Angels of Delusion, I know I'd be just like that mother. Even if it meant facing immense danger, I would still search for a way to save them. Of course. They're all going to soar smoothly all the way to the top and become the most dazzling angels there are. Before the hollow, humans are insignificant. Yet, the hollow cannot erase the bounds of emotion. In the face of this disaster, the mother held tight to this lifeline, finding her child through the sound of his heartbeat. That was such a great movie. I'm so thankful I got to watch it with you.
Oh my. What a heart-fluttering question, my little manager. Romance, huh? Seems like a pretty foreign concept to me. So hard to understand. To be honest, instead of listening to someone's confession, I'd much rather secretly catch the sound of someone's heart skipping a beat. The chocolate and syrup completely mask the taste of coffee beans. Angelina doesn't even like coffee at all, does she? It's silly. The whole movie is so silly. Mr. Rob is adorably clueless. Kind of like you sometimes, manager. Angelina can be a bit foolish too, just like me. Sometimes even sillier than Eos.
Mr. Rob, is this latte art a habit of yours? Or a secret love letter?
Customer preferences detected. Double syrup with 0 loneliness concentration.
Never mind. I like it anyway.
Hey, are you sneaking a peek at me, little manager? It doesn't quite make my heart race the way that I imagined it would. Maybe it's because the plot just isn't all that exciting. Or is it because you're simply too used to watching movies with someone else, manager? Or maybe... is watching movies with me really that boring, manager? That's more like it. My heart is racing. I knew you'd feel the same way, little manager. People I perceive as cute people can perceive cute things the same cute way as cute me. So cute. Compared to convoluted dialogue and pretentious foreshadowing, I definitely prefer this kind of simple and cute little treat. Next time you get more sweet treats, be sure to recommend them to me too, little manager. Movie reviews? Maybe it's best to leave all that deep, highbrow stuff to you, huh? If I absolutely must. The movie is simply adorable, and so is the person I watched it with.
Don't frighten me like that!
I didn't expect this many people at a midnight showing. Then again, I guess some people think horror movies hit different at night. Can't say they're wrong. The air feels heavier after dark. Wise, coming here at this hour? You're braver than usual today. I see. Having company makes it easier to stay composed. But even if I weren't here, I doubt it would make much difference. It's just a movie after all. It's not like we're actually running into evil spirits. But if you do get scared, you can lean closer to me. That was fast. Though I suppose it never hurts to be prepared. All right, looks like it's about time. The movie's starting. strange creature in this movie is kind of interesting. It's not very powerful, but it knows how to put on a scary act. I was just thinking, what kind of techniques would I use if I ran into something like that one day? Or maybe I could let you handle it. It's good practice. Yes, something around that level suits you perfectly. Good chance to apply the techniques I taught you. What do you think, Wise? Why are you scooting away? I'm just teasing. If something like that really appeared, I'd handle it myself. You have nothing to worry about. All right. I'll stop picking on you. Come back. Judging by the pacing, the main plot is about to unfold.
You said some other guests were waiting for me in the lobby. But we're deep in the mountains. There shouldn't be anyone alive in this villa.
Well, they aren't exactly alive. But it's also true they're waiting for new guests. Just like the 47 other guests before you.
Huh? You mean they all... Who are you? What is this place?
Do you remember the meditation technique I taught you? When your thoughts start to wander, just bring your awareness in your palm. Stay focused and feel the energy flow. If you want to hold on to me, go ahead. As long as you feel that warmth inside, fear won't linger. Do you remember it now? If not, I can always teach you again. Feeling better? Good. I'm glad to hear that. This movie is designed to dig out people's deepest fears. If it ever gets uncomfortable, don't force yourself. Just tell me. You weren't the only one feeling tense. Quite a few people around us were startled as well. That creature in the movie isn't actually especially powerful, but it's good at using hints and atmosphere to stir up fear and unsettle people's minds. Simple fear-mongering doesn't really work on me. Too bad the director didn't get a bit more creative with how strange and unpredictable the creature could have been. Not really. If the creature's appearance had been depicted with greater nuance and realism, the movie would have had more practical value. It could have served as useful reference material for you, Fufu, and the others. A proper lesson in warding off misfortune. All right. I'm joking. Don't want you to shake your head and scoot away again. It's getting late. Watching something this intense at night is tiring on the mind and body. Once we leave the theater, you should head home and get some rest. Watching a movie with you does feel a little different. With someone familiar sitting next to you, all those strange things on screen start to feel like they're happening right beside you. If you're up for it, we can come back and watch another movie together sometime.
Why do I love the star? Roxy, you didn't miss the previous Starlight Knight releases, did you? Starlight Knight Seasons 1 through 3, Starlight Knight The Other Night, Starlight Knight Awakening? Every single one is a masterpiece in its own tier! Roxy, you're on the edge of your seat now! After all, these Starlight Knights are just ordinary people. But I know they'll get back on their feet. Because they're Starlight Knights!
Hey, who cares if we can't transform? We're not fighting just to become Starlight Knights.
We're just ordinary folks, but we all have a reason to find our courage.
The Starlight Knights aren't fighting this battle alone!
So even ordinary folks who keep pushing forward can become heroes. I know they'll win! The director did say in an interview that the plot of the movie might be a little different than what Starlight Knight fans expect. It's a story about the director's creative aspirations. But those ordinary citizens, and that nameless intelligent construct, were truly brave enough to be called Starlight Knights! For all you Starlight Knight fans out there, this movie will definitely live up to your expectations! For those who aren't Starlight Knight fans yet, it's your perfect chance to become one! All in all, I highly recommend everyone to check out Starlight Knight, The First Heroes!
you're telling me the story of a little bamboo teaming up with a cat to become New Eridu's strongest proxy actually happened? The proxy business is super competitive these days, but it really does make for one heck of a movie. Ooh, Wise, you look like you have something to say. Don't tell me that's not how the story goes. Since I was wrong, guess you'll have to watch this movie with me to help me understand. Awesome! 7710 and Katie finally understand each other. Yeah, it feels super emotional to you too, right? Yeah, everyone's smiling, but connecting with a kitty isn't easy. 7710's really putting in the work. Even if we can't understand each other's feelings at first, as long as we keep paying attention to one another, we'll eventually understand each other's hearts. Like how you noticed my change in mood right away.
The bamboo that mistakes kittens for rescue targets is clearly defective. I apologize, but we'll need to recall it. Don't worry, we're just gonna wipe its memory and reprogram it from scratch. Hey, what are you doing?
It saved Katie and got her out of the hollow! You can't treat it like this! Katie, take 7710 and run!
Yeah, go on, run! 7710 and Katie! Shake 'em off, 7710, Katie! Your family's waiting for you to come back! Hurry! Caring for each other and our families gives us new strength. Quick, transform into your second form and blast them with lasers! If I were the director, I'd add a scene like that. It's what the villain who tried to keep the three of them apart deserves. If you say so, then they should be fine. After all, you're the movie expert. Interested in the little kitty? I'm actually more curious about that little bamboo called 7710. Maybe it's because we're alike. We both struggle to understand how others' emotions work. I really hope it finds a family of its own. But I just looked up its real-world prototype. In the end, it was recalled by the association as a defective product. So I guess people are more interested in a kitten that can feel emotions than a defective product, huh? Don't be fooled by appearances. New Eridu is the kind of place where even a Varus can have a fan club. Thanks, Wise. Proxy, I knew it was the right call to watch this with one of my own kind. Whether I'm a Bing Boo or a cat in the future, you'll be my adventure buddy either way. Oh, yeah, even when we're not in public, I want to keep calling you Wise. That okay? Well, if you're gonna keep a dog, you gotta feed them. I'm a pro at this, and there's lots of different flavors of dog food. They're all delicious. I also know that dogs need to be taken out on a run every day, and the ones in the outer ring always bolt when they see me. I really can do everything, right? What do we do? We're gonna get caught? I'm just a little pup. Wise, didn't you see this wasn't a horror movie? That investigator gave me some food. Looks like he's not half bad after all. I can't get his scent through the screen, so I can't gauge his strength. But judging by how he walks, even if he were a bad guy, he'd be a pretty weak one. Then it's all good. It's too bad for him that he had to run into me. Immersed? You mean I'm thinking of myself as Ross? Like right now, when his paw's being held, it gives me this warm, fuzzy feeling. about you? Do you immerse yourself in the investigator's perspective too? Well, don't be shy. I can lend you my hand.
When I pulled you out of that fissure, you were so scared that you wouldn't even touch a can of food. Who would have guessed I'd be counting on you so soon? Here, take the leash. This time, it's your turn to lead the way.
People whispering to each other. So, since you're not whispering to me, doesn't that make you weird? Now I gotta talk to you, so you aren't weird. Oh, and in the movie, when the ethereal was chasing the main characters, I was thinking, if it jumps out of the screen, I'll wrap my tail around you and make a run for it. And since that's what I wanted, I decided to try it out. So, did you feel it? I almost swept you away with me just now. You're right, having reliable companions is super important. The investigator in the movie keeps suffering because that useless puppy Ross can't do anything right. If only the investigator could pick up a mercenary like they picked up that dog. Put in a bit more effort and who knows? You might even pick up a void hunter that can slice through ethereals in one hit. How would you know if you don't try? I'm quite the expert at picking things up. Then we can just chill in the back, soak up some sun, and sip drinks while waiting to snag the spoils. After all, I'm not some idiot who'd knowingly walk into danger and get myself killed. Wise, for my sake, don't you dare do anything like that. This was a flawless success for our cinema investigation. Not only did we find nothing, but we also wasted so much time. Another day of slacking off under the boss's nose. And I can even apply to come back and investigate again. Sweet! obvious. Well, why else would I be here for a second watch? Even though it's a fantasy film, it's got a really cool ghost story vibe to it. That's why I love it. Just embrace the suspense. Don't worry too much about figuring out the truth behind the story. These aliens seem pretty interesting, huh? Wow, that's my proxy. You knew exactly what I was thinking. But seriously, a creature that can transform into anything at will? That's what I call the perfect partner for pranks. You've got a point. The last time I went out to play with some cats, the little guy threw a fit for ages once we got back. But if this creature could morph into his favorite apple, maybe we could mess with Kama too.
Wait, are these my memories? If so, how can I see myself in third person? That stirring stick that just popped out of my hand. It was like it had a life of its own. If this is a dream, it feels way too real. What are these aliens?
No need to rush. We're getting to the best part. Though a lot of people have been confused about this part of the plot. Don't tell me you're feeling a bit lost too. People online say the montage here is confusing, but if you ask me, that's exactly what makes this part brilliant. Everything's all mixed up, blurred together, like we're also part of the scene. The disorienting, hazy feeling. It's just like a ghost story. Isn't it exciting? Looks like you're really into it too. I thought maybe you'd be like everyone else, whining about how wishy-washy the movie's ending was. You know what makes thrillers so captivating? It's all about the feeling of suspense. If you look at it that way, suspense films and ghost stories boil down to the same thing. Once an urban legend gets cracked, it loses its charm. Just like how a movie's not as fun to rewatch once you know the big plot twist. But movies that leave you hanging keep drawing people back to theaters, searching for answers. Stories like that are better than something you can figure out after seeing it once, right? I'm so happy you could watch my favorite movie with me today. Letting you join me in uncovering the truth behind Don't Touch and seeking out the traces of fantasy left on these images. It somehow feels like I've pulled you a little further into my world.
Disaster movies often dig into how fragile order is and put human nature to the test. Definitely something worth paying attention to. In a speculative work that depicts the twilight of a civilization, a tragic ending is all but inevitable. But being able to rationally dissect the root causes of the tragedy with you is, in itself, a valuable thought exercise. One with insights ahead of their era often meets not understanding first, but solitude. Indeed, it matters not whether one be flesh or forged steel. Once you've chosen someone, you follow them without reservation. Such loyalty itself may be enough to challenge the nihility.
Stop terrorizing us with poetic metaphors. Science needs data, not wild imaginations.
This isn't a gamble of probability, but a countdown that's already begun. We can't just turn a blind eye because it's beyond our understanding. When disaster strikes, let's hope those data models you're so proud of ring the alarm before my delusions do.
Apologies for letting you witness me in such an uncomposed state. Sacrifice. Seems like this is what she chose in the end. Her ultimate interpretation of loyalty. Such an ending. Even though I foresaw it rationally, emotionally it remains difficult to digest immediately. That said, this story still affirmed my belief that once you find something worth fighting for, it is worth protecting at any cost. Even if the ending leads to nihility, the journey to fight against emptiness holds the greatest meaning. Much like watching this film with you today, even knowing in advance it would be a tragedy. Being able to witness, contemplate, and resonate with you, this process itself has illuminated this moment. To face this known weight together with you and draw strength from it to move forward. Perhaps that is our smallest, most steadfast way to resist any form of nihility in the real world. Yes, it is a work that completely denies hope. but it also compels the viewer to contemplate the meaning of any effort in the face of absolute nihility. What struck me most in this movie wasn't the disaster itself, but how our protagonist, the scientist, chose to bear the weight of the world alone after her warnings to humanity went unheeded. And the loyalty displayed by her mechanical companion. Theirs was a friendship transcending all programmed parameters. To walk a path you know leads nowhere, and to see it through to the very end. That resolve alone is far beyond any measure of victory or defeat. Thank you for accompanying me to see this film. It carried much weight, but I found it to be a precious and profound warning. It has reinforced my conviction that protecting such ordinary moments of watching films together is a mission we cannot fail. In collective chaos, the light of reason shines as faintly as a firefly. But those who remain steadfast in their duty and loyalty until the very end, their stance itself was the strongest response to nihility. Thank you for sharing this profound moment with me.
This cinema's decor is both practical and elegant. It's no less impressive than the banquet hall at Yum Tassin. And the snacks those people are munching on? It's gotta be... popcorn, right? I've heard customers mention it, but this is my first time seeing it for myself. It smells delightful. I bet it tastes great, too. I wouldn't say I'm dying to try it, but it is pretty intriguing. After all, this type of snack is hard to come by where I'm from. Compared to the delicate and refreshing snacks of Phylum Heights,
Folks here in Janus quarters seem to prefer their treats with a much richer flavor profile. Speaking of which, to improve on Yum Cha Scene selection, my boss actually sent me out to sample flavors from other locations. But every place has its own vibe. I can't fully understand New Eridu's food culture in just a few days. Like this popcorn, for example. I never got a chance to try it. Oh my, thanks for the offer. But if I go out to get snacks right now, I'd probably miss the best parts of the movie. Maybe next time. Everyone laughing and gasping together. It kind of reminds me of going to the open-air cinema back when I was a kid. I wonder if you've ever experienced something like that. It was super popular back in the day. Back then, there weren't many theaters around, so everyone would gather in the plaza to catch a flick. Movie theaters are pretty quiet, right? But outdoor screenings are a totally different vibe. They're always super lively. Snacking on sunflower seeds, chatting away, laughing together. It's chaotic for sure, but it evokes a warm, fuzzy feeling. But when the plot gets emotional, everyone quiets down all at once. Back then, I'd always quietly wipe away my tears in the dark. I was so afraid that someone would notice and make fun of me. Look at me running my mouth. You've got me spilling my childhood anecdotes just like that. It didn't destroy my image as the model Yum Cha Scene employee in your eyes, did it?
Oh no! Oh no! Oh no!
Daydreaming again, little Bang Boo. Come here, my squishy little cupcake. Oh, you're so soft. You were born to be petted and rubbed.
Oh no! Oh no!
Of movies about people swapping bodies, but I can't say I've seen too many where people swap with a Bang Boo. But this idea is pretty clever. It dodges the cliched setups while keeping the story tight and well-paced. If I swapped bodies with my picky little Bang Boo, everyone would be in for a rough time. That little guy's got a nasty temper. If we made him work at Yum Cha Scene, it would have customers fuming left and right. Speaking of, I just remembered that the Bang Boo you sent to run the stall was really well behaved. It goes by 20, right? If only I could swap bodies with that little troublemaker of mine. I've never even seen it sit still for a second. looking for some deep insight or super detailed analysis, you're probably gonna be disappointed. My take? It's loud, it's lively, it's got heart. It left me with a sense of happiness inside. You think so too? I thought you'd find my take too simple. To me, movies are like dim sum. More than some logical analysis, it's the taste that hits your tongue that matters the most. This movie is like a plate of crispy, sweet almond cookies. You can scarf down piece after piece without feeling an ounce of guilt. It wasn't a big-budget blockbuster, nor was it a martial arts piece that is all the rage in Wi-Fi Peninsula. It won't stick with you forever, but it provided a carefree and enjoyable time while it lasted. Thanks for the recommendation. This little snack really hits the spot.
Before deciding to see the movie, we read a lot of reviews, and they all said it was good. Right. Do you want me to send you those reviews, manager? You got me. Okay, I'll black out all the keywords before sending it to you. Well, even if I secretly write bad things about you in the blacked out parts, you'll never know. Then again, even if I snuck in things like, I like you, manager, you wouldn't find out either. Before deciding to watch this movie, I had a dream about it last night. In my dream, this movie's producer actually came to us to sing the theme song. I and Suno were so happy and both screamed with joy. And then I woke up. though the dream felt pretty average, I guess it's still a good sign. You got me. Can't blame anyone for wanting to pinch something that looks that squishy.
In a fairy tale wonderland, an adventure awaits. Yeah, right. Even kids wouldn't fall for that kind of stuff anymore. That was me, just another boring adult, unable to believe fairy tales and all that happily ever after stuff. Until I came here. Fairy tales are real. Dreamland adventures do exist. And that's the kind of story I'm going to write. Stories that bring children hope and happiness.
Thanks. I was so engrossed in the movie, I forgot I was still holding the snack Suna gave me. Hold on, now that you mention it. Just as expected, Suna and Arya haven't eaten their chocolates either. But how should I put this? Somehow this gives off a Angels of Delusion are all idiots vibe. Manager, you've got to keep this a secret. Forever. Okay? Because the visuals and music really complement each other so well. Sometimes, even though I know it's not real, those feelings start to tug at my heartstrings. And then I end up getting all emotional. But then, looking at Suna and Arya's expressions, they seem genuinely touched. The one-sided collab between the cinema and Angels of Delusion perfectly concluded.
What are you gonna see this time? Hope you enjoyed it!
witness to the noble principles of the time field.
I shall follow your orders. I'm at your disposal.
受預定，包間詳情歡迎致電查詢。
long day, huh? Come in, take a seat, and let's get you something good to eat.
貴妃地早茶，盡在飲茶先。鮮料即蒸，鮮活上台，鮮味靚正。
You're now connected with the dial 1 for complaints. Dial 2 for a chat. Spot an ethereal. Shout for time to prove my word. Stop. The sword follows my will and wins howl in the heavens. Didn't quite summit, breaking all illusions! Is it my shift again? A complaint? Too late for that! My turn now? I'm gonna do my best! I see earth. Light brings the dawn. The sword follows my will and wins power in the heavens! Let this sword array send you away! Sorry for the wait, dear. The verdict is...
measure of steel slices the world through! Yesung Guang of Yunquay Summit, breaking all illusions! The sword follows my will and wins power in the heavens! Split the heavens! Radiant cloud, Yesung Guang of Yunquay Summit, breaking all illusions! Split the light!
End this hatred! Collapse! Shade place!
You little star. I
Friends from afar, I'm the beast! Try! Turn a body! How's that for a punch? You never learn. Don't take another step. Not this far. He's the one! Shade's place! Relentless assault! Let's go! Try! Ceaseless strikes! Oil in the pan! Take this!
Recalibrating. Right on cue.
You're in my sights. I'll pierce right through. Engaging head on.
Fall back.
Copy. Show no mercy.
In position.
I'll take point. Recalibrating.
The faithless are a blight upon this world.
Got you covered. Secured in position.
Fire! Force the path I tread!
Time to pin them down.
Careful of undetected strikes!
Fall back.
Listen carefully. The tide of fate!
Recalibrating. I'll take over. Sniper's Creed. One shot, one kill. Secured in position.
Loyalty.
Pin them down.
Behind me.
Soldier!
Fight by my side! I'm on it.
Recalibrating.
The perfect conduit. Keep focused. Right on cue.
Time to pin them down.
I'm on it.
Sniper's Creed. One shot, one kill.
Down strategy. You won't back down.
Support in position.
I'm on it.
Get behind me. Adjusting for wind. Can't catch me.
no mercy.
the wheel, Caesar.
Nice work, Bernice.
Hey, Piper, take a break. Bernice!
Let me at him.
Let's grab a nitro together. And here.
Nice work, Bernice.
Let me take the wheel, Caesar.
Out of my way!
Take it easy.
Ready for a fiery feast! I won't budge! Even one step!
Stay in your lane. I like that. Time to heat things up. I'm cruising now. Feeling set, fired up. Yes! Smile for me. This flame will never die.
I'll keep it burning.
Let's grab a nitro fuel together. Time to heat things up. Buckle up. You like that?
Perfect teamwork.
Ready for a fiery feast? Now! Better buckle up! Yeah! Buckle up! Blade Burn Rider! Isn't it pretty? Have a fight!
Halt! Not one step further!
Coming through! Drink flowing, wind rolling!
going? Sleep well. Season. Yeah!
Watch and learn. Switching. Just in time.
Watch out! Fall back, Anato! Stand! Reverse shockwave!
Perfect chance. Take this. Slice and dice!
My turn! Laser shadow! Where are you going? Strawberry!
Back off!
Don't forget to rest, Monato. Wanna play a game?
Begging for mercy. Should have started with that.
Intra! Wave your light stick! My song is with you! Look at the camera! Get closer! Snap the shutter! Your delusions are within reach! A different intro! Get away from me! Don't bleed now! Spiraling notes!
word lose doesn't exist in my dictionary. There's only...